Well, my name is Andrea Nell, and I am a novelist.
I'm Melissa Cornea. I'm a reading teacher at Standing Rock, and I'm also part of the National Writing Project.
At the creative writing program here, we start out our mornings with a teaching session on fiction, and we kind of walk through the process of writing a novel from beginning to end. So from the brainstorming phase, creating a theme, developing a character, plotting, and then through the end of editing, rewriting, and then we also go into some other areas of professional writing and help students learn a little bit about the publishing industry and how that works as well.
I then teach poetry. A lot of students come in kind of timid about poetry, and so I just want them to fall in love with words, which writers are in love with words the way it is, and so my job is just to try to show them that poetry doesn't have to be scary and that really poetry is about capturing the essence of life through beautiful language. And so that's how we spend the first part of our day and the second part of our day, and then the third part of our day is exploring different genres. Songwriting, we have script writing, spoken word poetry, lots of different genres, just so students can see all the different type of writing that's out there for them, because writers love to write and they shouldn't limit themselves to, oh, I can only write novels or poetry. And so we really want students to be able to see all the great opportunities they have as great writers.
I think that when you are focusing for an entire week, you can really have the chance to dive into an area of writing that you connect with. And sometimes you don't know for sure what you're going to connect with. So that's part of the fun, I think, of being at camp, is getting to try lots of different things and having the opportunity to then take something that you connect with and really develop it into something you can be proud of. Every year we have kids walk out of here that say, I have never written poetry before. I never thought I was going to be a poet, and I just wrote 6 poems and I love them, and that's really fun for me to see. And even as a writer, I am generally a fiction writer, but here at camp, this is where I get to play with other types of writing too, and it's a lot of fun.
I love coming to camp. The idea that we get to spend a whole week here being writers, and you have this camp vibe it's laid back, but there's also the relationships of camp. That we know when we go to camp we're going to have great relationships, and the great thing about the vibe and the relationships is it's all focused on writing. And so you have this community of writers that they really just want to inspire each other, and they want to talk about writing, and they want to share their writing. And in a classroom you don't get that. In a classroom, some students like writing, sometimes the teacher likes writing, but at camp there's this love of writing and this community of writers that is just really supportive and encouraging and inspiring. I always walk away from camp so inspired as a writer. It makes me want to get back into my notebook also.